Hello everyone, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. My name's Kevin, my wife Rachel.
Hey guys.
And we got a big problem.
Huge problem.
In some of the past videos, you guys seen we're dealing with the flies, which we pretty much got that under control. But I also talked a little bit about some other parasites, and you guys, the subscribers and the followers here, you guys noticed some of our dogs scratching and some of the goats kind of scratching. And then we also have a goat we're going to show you. She's starting to lose some hair. We were finally able to round up all the meds we need to take care of this, and we're going to kind of walk you guys through that. We're going to do a little bit closer inspections on our goats. We're pretty sure we got some type of mites, or it could be lice, that has started infecting our goats and possibly the dogs. You guys know we treat our dogs with Brevecto. They get the 3-month tablets, and that keeps the fleas and the ticks off of them. And I thought it was supposed to work for the mites or lice, but you guys have seen it yourself. They're always sitting there scratching and stuff, and that just isn't right.
Which we have noticed that ourselves also. We thought, since we had moved them out on the larger pasture, okay, well maybe it's something they're allergic to out there. So we've given it some time. We've heavily researched, and we were leaning more towards the mites because they were also shaking their heads.
Yeah, sometimes you'll see that
yes,
the goats kind of do that, and you can hear their ears flop.
And the dogs. But we knew we had a huge problem when we noticed one of the goats. Like Kevin said, she looks like she has mange. And the two things that causes that is either there's several different types of mites that it could be, or lice, which we did a quick inspection. Kevin done a quick inspection of the goat and didn't see any lice, but we're gonna go ahead and inspect her again, and if we don't see any lice, then that really points us in the direction towards mites, which we have never had mites in our goats.
No.
We've had mites in chickens, but mites in goats are completely different.
Can goats get chicken mites?
No.
Right.
Mites are breed specific. So if your chickens have mites, it's going to be a different mite specific to chickens. If your goats have mites, it's going to be something specific towards goats. Also deer, and that could be how our goats and dogs got these type of mites, because we do have deer that come onto the property. So that could be another case. But like Kevin said, we're going to show you what we've decided to treat them with, what we've researched. We've heavily researched it into what's going to work. We're going to treat the dogs and the goats, and also we are going to scrape out the barn. We're not able to do that right this second because we've had rain for like the past 4 days, so it's just a mud pit.
We're gonna show them. We have a way to treat the barn as well. But touching up on what Rachel just said, that's all good stuff. But just because you see a goat that looks like it's losing hair or something, that does not just mean it could be parasites. There are all kinds of mineral and vitamin deficiencies. Mainly, I think in hair loss would be zinc. Our goats, they get loose trace mineral 24/7. You guys know we use the Redmond products. We use the garlic in the summer and springtime for the external parasites.
Right.
But like in some of my previous videos, we can't guarantee that every goat eats that garlic salt, which it does. It works great for ticks and fleas, we know that for sure, and flies. But for some reason, I think at least one or a couple of them have the lice. So what we're gonna do is,
you said lice.
Lice or mice, we don't know for sure. We're gonna check.
I think it's mites.
You're
because
right.
I mean, you use your, all the things that are going on. The dogs shaking their heads like they've got something in their ears. They're scratching a lot.
Well, I got something better for you. We're gonna use some products that's gonna take care of anything that it might be. Whether it's mites, lice,
yes,
whatever. It even works for ticks and fleas. So I'm gonna spin the camera around here and show you what we're going to do. So first off, this product right here, we have used this for years, but we haven't used it yet this year. Well, we usually use it for the ticks, because let me pan around here and show you guys. We live in a heavily wooded area, and like Rachel said, we got a lot of deer and wildlife that come onto our property. So we always usually spray our goats and our dogs with this in the springtime. Well, since we've been using the Redmond garlic salt, we haven't had to use it, but I think it's time to do it. So what we're gonna do is, we can use this on just about any species of livestock and dogs even. Do not use this on cats. I will put a link in the description to all these products that we're using right here for where you can find them on Amazon if you guys wanna order it and try it out. We definitely recommend this. We have used all these products in the past and it works really well. Like I said, we have chose not to use this yet, but it's time to do it. So we're going to use this on the dogs and the goats today. And this product right here, you do not want to use on your dogs. This is a drench that you would pour over your livestock's back. And in this case, we're going to use it on the goats. And we're going to use this on the goats. Now, this right here is a heartwormer for the dogs. And this has the ivermectin in it as well. So this is ivermectin, this is ivermectin, this is oral for dogs. And I'm trying to show you guys, I'm trying not to confuse you, but I'm trying to show you guys the difference. After doing a lot of research online and stuff, this product right here, this ivermectin, I know it looks like Kool-Aid, but don't get it confused, it's not Kool-Aid. This is not recommended for oral dispensation for dogs, so you don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is, both of our species of animals, the dogs and the goats, are going to get two. Dogs and goats, goats, dogs, and dogs. Is that confusing enough?
A little bit confusing. And this product here, like it says on the label, this is for so many different things, like biting lice and then mange mites, which that's basically what we think is going on, is the mange mites, because we'll show you in a minute one of the goats and you'll be like, oh,
yeah, we'll
okay,
show you some footage of that. But this product is advertised for cattle only, but you guys can use your own judgment on that. You can do your research. And this is the containers we're going to be dispensing it in. We already got a gallon of water right here, and if you open up this book, what's nice about this permethrin is it's got a little handy book right here. I'll give you the camera. And first page I went to when I opened it, it actually said directions for dogs, direct application, 6.65 of an ounce per gallon. So I'm going to measure out a little over a half an ounce and mix it in here. And what we're going to do, this is just a sprayer like you spray fertilizer or weed killer or whatever. Pump it up and spray it. We're going to use that. And like I said, we're going to use the permethrin for the dogs and the goats. And the order, we're going to try to, we got, how many goats do we got over there? 35 goats right now, or 38 now since we got the babies, I think. What we're going to do is we're going to line them up in our feed bunk, feed them, and we're just going to run. First we'll do this. We're going to put this in this dispenser and I'll just run behind every one of them, spray it behind their shoulder blades, just like you're putting like the tick or flea oil that you guys buy. I don't even remember the brands because we haven't used it in so many years. But you just put it right down their shoulder blades and just kind of run it down their back.
Generously, it said.
Generously. And it has dosages and stuff. I think cattle is 22 pounds, 1 milliliter per 22 pounds or something. I don't know. But we're just going to kind of eyeball it. When you have this many goats and you're trying to do it in a hurry, you can't just precisely measure out everything. But we've used it in the past. We didn't have any weird side effects or nothing like that. Now this right here, it says in the directions, you want to soak your livestock. You want to pretty much get them wet. And with this dosage, this is the smallest dosage I've seen in the book for any species was for dogs. I think the goats was a little bit more because goats have a higher metabolism than most other livestock and animals. But it should be good. And what we're going to do is, we'll talk more about it here once we get them sprayed. We'll kind of do an outro, but I'm going to go ahead and get this all mixed up, and then we'll grab some feed and then get the spraying. Pour this all in there or not.
From what I read while you're doing that, from what I read, there's like at least 5 different species of mange mites.
That can get on goats?
Yeah, that can get on goats. And honestly, if you wanted to know specifically what kind you have, you could probably have...
You can take a sample and
yeah.
If you're good with bugs, you can probably look it up yourself if you have a microscope or something that you could use to get a little better look at them, and pull up something online. I'm sure they have charts and stuff.
You could probably scrape some of the goats, like, because they get what looks like dry skin and dandruff. You might be able to even scrape that off and put in a baggie and take it to your local vet. That's something that you're going to want to call your vet for, but we did a lot of research, and the 2 treatments that we are trying will work on all of those different varieties.
I almost forgot to give the ivermectin pill chew tablets. You're supposed to give these to canines once a month, and the reason that they recommend doing these tablets rather than the pour on orally is because getting the dosage on the dog is super hard when you got these tablets right here. This says 51 to 100 pounds, so it's kind of a lot more safer. But to do that, got some old bar ass hot dogs. Can't go wrong with those. The dogs will actually enjoy that, hopefully. All right, so now we just got to get some feed, and then we're going to separate the dogs and the goats. Single file line. Right. Alright, excuse me. Alright, first thing we're going to do is the ivermectin. Keep them all close together. Some of them don't care, but some of them like it. These sprayers that I bought at Tractor Supply are absolutely horrible. It keeps getting stuck. Every time I pull the little button, it doesn't come back. Go eat your food. Alright, and the sprayer is absolutely trash. So I'm just gonna try to pour some down each one of their backs. Alright, come eat. They don't like sprayers.
They don't even make a noise.
Let me get on with this before you keep coming over here with that. Hey, get over there so they'll come over here. Come on, it's meat.
I already got her. She was easy.
I'm not gonna get the little bitty one. They'll get it from the mom.
And you just want to spray them till they look pretty good and soaked.
Try not to spray it on their feet. You can get their
See?
feet, their legs.
Tawny's back, you can definitely tell she's pretty soaked. And of course, it's always chaos. Okay, so let
There's
me.
one right there, isn't it?
This is the one
She's starting to lose her hair.
right here that we're referring to. Look at her coat. I mean, she looks terrible, pitiful. And just a few days ago, she had like big chunks of looked like big chunks of dandruff or flaked off skin all over. I mean, you can see how poorly she looks. So when we noticed her, we knew we had a bigger issue, right?
Yep.
And ideally, you would want to do this. You want to run your goats through like a corral type system, but we don't have that. One day we will have a better setup.
All right, I think they're good. Let's go get the dogs.
Okay,
We gotta get her out.
we'll get this one unstuck. But you can tell they hate it. But see how soaked this one is? That's what you want to do. And see, that black one right there has some dandruff starting on her hip. And at first, we thought it was just their normal shedding of their summer coat or their winter coat, which looks like this. This is normal for our Spanish goats. So that's what it started out looking like.
All right, let's go get the goat butter off.
Is that the new baby? The new babies are doing, well, no. I don't know who's under there. I don't want to get them out. But they're doing excellent. I seen them earlier. Now to the dogs. But see Tawny? Look at Tawny's coat. See? She's has a severe case also.
So these livestock guardian dogs are the only ones we've ever had that do not know how to eat anything but dog food. They struggle to eat treats or hot dogs. Like Leesky, he's trying to eat it, but I don't know if it's because they're cold or what.
No, because they do the same thing with the
he spits them out.
the jerky treats. They like fumble them around in their mouth.
So before I put the actual you know what in there, I can't say that word around them because they'll know. All right, Leesky. Let me get one out. So we're gonna do one at a time to ensure that they get it. Because they do drop it all the time. They drop treats or whatever you give them. Alright. Hold on. Here. You eat that one. Hold on.
They said, hurry up, Dad.
And these are supposed to be flavored tablets anyways, but...
Nope. Yep. He dropped it.
Here. Here. Whiskey man. Here, Cora. Watch him and I'll watch her. Here you go.
He's still...
I haven't seen nothing come out. Oh,
nope,
yep.
It came out.
He sees it. Let's see if he picks it up.
Nope, he got it.
This is always fun, right?
I don't know how everybody else does this stuff and films it.
Oh, everybody in the comments will say, try peanut butter, try this, try that. Here.
Oh. She tried, didn't she?
She's trying.
She tried to jump up there.
All right, he just ate the chew.
Oh, good.
Here, Cora. He just ate the chew.
Did
he didn't even care about the hot dog. He just ate the chew.
Oh, look, he's sitting. Oh, she's sitting.
They're both sitting.
I've been working with Cora.
Very polite dogs.
A little. I have to say, she does have better manners.
Watch her. She got it in her mouth. Here. Here. I think she ate it.
Well, she's chewing it around. She ate it.
All right.
Good girl.
Now we just gotta spray them.
Good girl. He's sitting nicely, Dad.
Good boy. They love hot dogs, don't you?
You figuring out how to eat them? Huh?
All right, I'm gonna set these right here. Don't get them.
Yeah, right.
Hey.
He said, give me those. He said, Dad, I was being good.
You're not in trouble.
He said, that's wet. Don't lick it.
They won't.
He tried to, I thought he was gonna lick it.
They'll look like eat their toes is what they'll do.
Cora's trying really hard to jump up on that reel.
Get your tails all good.
There's Nosy.
Yeah, and cats can't have those. Here, Cora. Good girl. Come here, Lisa. You got a lot of hair.
He said, what is that?
You don't need none. You're not in.
Look at him. He said, you want to race?
He likes it. Here, Lise. Come here, I'll give you another hot dog. So you can see it's kind of just shedding off his hair. It needs to really soak in. So
You need to really get it close.
I'm trying.
Well, here, let me.
I've already got this fine. Here, Lise.
Come here, Leesky. Want another hot dog?
It's getting on his hair. It's just kind of dripping off. There they go.
Cora's being a well-behaved little girl.
Good job, Cora.
She's not near as rambunctious as Leesky is.
No. Did they eat their food yet?
They were out here eating it.
Come here, Leesky. Come on.
Pretty girl. Okay, let's give them their treats now that you got them.
What treats?
Hot dogs.
They've already had the whole package.
Well, they can have some more. It ain't gonna hurt them.
Come here, Leesky.
And if somebody says in the comments, Bar S hot dogs are not good for dogs, you're getting blocked. Somebody's always a critic when it comes to feeding. It's ridiculous. Here you go. Feeding their gourmet hot dogs, please.
Come on. I'm gonna
Good job.
put it in their feed bowls.
Come on, Cora. Good girl. No, hand it to them to reinsure that they did a good job.
Good job.
Oh,
Of course, it.
she was. Good job.
Sit. Of course, sit. Of course, sit.
She hasn't quite got it yet. There, she's fixing to. Nope.
Nope. Sit. Of course, sit.
Good girl. Say good girl.
All right. One left. You get half. And you get half. Sit. Nope. Sit. Sit, Cora. Sit. Of course, sit. Of course, sit. Hey, sit. Okay, here, come here. I want them.
He said lay down. Did you say lay down? He said rub my belly, Dad.
Nope, I ain't rubbing his belly with that stuff on it.
Oh, look at that face. Look at these teeth.
He said, oh, I'm so happy I got a bath. And I got treats.
Good boy. Good girl, Cora.
All right, come and eat your food, guys.
They ate the eggs. Good girl, Cora. Good girl. Good boy. Good boy. They ate all the eggs, but not the dry food yet.
Yeah, they'll eat. We'll leave the goats locked up for a little bit.
Yeah, so they can eat.
All right, guys, so that is our video on how we are going to take care of the parasite problem. And you hear everybody always talk about, oh, I don't want goats because they get parasites. And most of the time, like I say, they're talking about internal parasites. And what they're talking about is worms.
Yes.
We are not even messing with the worms today. We don't have a worm problem. This is an external parasite. So
Yes.
two different things. But the ivermectin that we did the pour on the goats in the barn, that will kind of help with some of the intestinal worms and the stomach worms. So
And what we're going to do, what also I forgot to mention, is we're going to turn around and retreat them again.
7 days?
I believe it said, I'll have to go back and
5
look.
to 7 days.
5 to 7 days, and Kevin will put a text up here and put the correct information. And then we're going to clean out the barns when it dries out a little bit. Right now, it's not possible.
We've already cleaned out all the bedding and stuff out of the barn, so pretty much it's just dirt.
Like raking it out, we're going to rake. There's not much in there because we stopped doing like the deep bedding method. They smell that package in your pocket.
That is crazy. Hey, they would be good drug dogs. They already know how to seek out Bar S hot dogs.
And like I said a while ago, ideally you would really want to run your goats through like a corral type system. It would make it so much easier.
Well, that ensures you're getting every goat and
Yes.
you're getting the proper dosage that you need for the goat. Like our setup, like she explained, it's not ideal, but
No.
it is. We made sure that the one that had the hair loss, we made sure we got her good. And then any of them that were shaking their ears or anything, we got them covered really well.
We made sure every single one of them got it, but we drenched pretty good the ones that really are showing signs of the mite mange or mange mites. I don't remember the exact
I never did
phrase.
see anything on them, so I don't know what it is for sure. But if we find out, we'll let you guys know what it was.
So eventually one day, my dream is to have a nice corral system, but why we haven't done that yet is we still haven't figured out exactly how we want our setup. We still have to have a buck pen that we're going to set up.
We got a lot of work to do.
So, and that takes a lot of planning to make things work, and we'd like to do it out of pipe, welded pipe.
Yeah, because when you got a buck pen, it needs to be at least 6 foot tall, because those suckers can jump, and probably 8 foot to be honest.
And the corral system we want to be out of pipe, just because you've seen Kevin's trough system, and those goats have broken it multiple
Yeah, they're
times.
tough.
And we want something that we're not going to have to maintain. But we got the job done. Every farm's different. Every farmer does things different.
Yep.
This is how we handle it. And we hope that helps some of you that's having the same issue. Like, we've had goats for close to 15 years and we've never had the mange mites on the goats, ever. We've had the mites in chickens, and that's a whole...
Which we don't even know what that is. It could just be lice irritating to where she's scratching on posts and
possibly,
stuff. We don't know for sure.
but I'm leaning more towards the mites.
Well, you're the scientist then, right?
No, it's called Farm Assist.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you
Yes.
said?
So that's the video. Like I said, we will leave the link to the items that we used minus that sprayer. I did not get that on Amazon. I actually picked that up at Tractor Supply because it was on
junk.
clearance. And
That's why.
That's why.
Don't buy stuff on clearance.
Exactly. But
like
I'll leave the
that.
links down in the description to the permethrin and the ivermectin that we used. If you guys want to try it, you are more than welcome to check it out.
Yep.
Read the reviews and stuff for yourself and see what other people are saying.
Exactly.
But anyways, like always, we love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. If you're not following us on Facebook, make sure you check us out there. Ring the little notification bell down below, and that will tell you when we upload a new video.
Yep. Thank you guys. We appreciate each and every one of our Hidden Heights Farm family. Leave us an awesome comment and have a great day.
See you guys. Smeagol, get off the post. He keeps sticking his tongue out at me. We're trying to get out of here, buddy. Hey. See his tongue?